strong survive. Yeah, it's that time. I stack the middle like I'm speed running brains. Crown on my dome, but the code's in my name. They drop weak bars, just filler and lames. I'm the alpha, turn nails into flames. 4K vision, no lag in the aim. Basement balls grinding at top of the main. They try to hack the script, I just patch every frame. Server full of betas, watch them rage and complain. Built it from zero, no cheat codes, no glitch. They laughed at the bill, now they seek from the switch. Motifs, infinite thoughts, cinematic pass them in silence like ghosts in the Matrix. Alpha, I'm the one they can't deny. Ruling the night under that big old sky. Alpha, hear the thunder in my cry. Standing tall while the weak ones say goodbye. Alpha, yeah, the king of this domain. Power surge running hot through my veins. Alpha, no surrender, no retreat. I'm the alpha, baby. Can't be beat. Essay on a meta, body full of lessons learned. Dead weight deleted, table flipped and no return. Two sides to the lobby, but mine's the one that earns. Solo Q legend, no carry, just a burn. Mind like a chess clock, hard like a raid boss. Backwoods bred, but the hustle pixel floss. They want the title, better bring more than a soft toss. I was born to run it, they was born to take the loss. No more blade mob, no more handouts, no debate. I'm the spark in the void, the final love paid. Every move calculated, zero room for debate. Alpha forever, patch notes, checkmate. I'm the one they can't deny. Ruling the night under that big old sky. Alpha, hear the thunder in my cry. Standing tall while the weak ones say goodbye. Alpha, yeah, the king of this domain. Power surge running hot through my veins. Alpha, no surrender, no retreat. I'm the alpha, baby. Can't be beat. I was born on the back roads where the whiskey runs deep. Chased by the ghosts of the promises I keep. Every scar on my soul is a mile I've walked. Every tear that I cried turned to fire in my talk. I've seen kings fall down in the dust of their pride. Watched the mighty get broken when the truth hit their side. But I rose from the ashes with the wind in my hair. Carry nothing but heart and a whole lot of prayer. Not a night, calls my name like an old lonesome train. And I answer with thunder through the pouring rain. It's the life that I chose, no regrets, no change. Just a man in his fire running hard through his veins. I debug the whole system while the rest hit the glitch. Stack infinite combos like I'm switching up the pitch. They run basic stress, but I'm 10 moves ahead. Man, a slave to the game while I rewrite the thread. Pixel perfect time is mainframe, God mode engaged. Every critic deleted, every hater disengaged. I turned down in the data to gold. Now the leaderboard's mine and the story's retold. No exploits, no hacks, just a grind in the code. From the basement to the mainframe, I carry the load. But they say I deeper than the servers can hold. Alpha purple, I'm the puncher in purple thorns. Strategy schematic, every line premeditated. They simulate greatness, but I already dominated. Check the patch notes, baby, I just elevated. It's the final form, no debate. I'm the one they can't deny. Ruling the night under that big old sky. Alpha,
Either way, I bet she's your hookup. Holla if you hear her. Oh my. And look at that incredible strength. You'll hear the...
A new era ignites. Welcome to GWA Alpha, where champions are forged.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jerry James, your GWA Alpha GM. And I just wanted to come in here real quick and make some announcements. Give you a little brief rundown of what's going on here tonight. First up, in our opener, we're going to see Prince Pretty himself, Tyler Breeze, take on a new face, a debut here on the Alpha roster. Your friend and mine, and the head of the company catering, Devious Douglas, makes his in-ring debut here tonight. I'm definitely looking forward to that one. Of course, we saw Tyler Breeze during the Alpha Cup during the first few weeks of television, where he partnered up with Abyss, and then he had to face Abyss, and now we throw him right back out of the frying pan and into the fire with Chef Devious. So like I said, I'm excited about that one.
Look everyone, it's Tyler!
Is it my eyes when you look at me? They are so gorgeous, they'll set you free. Could it be my walk or just my stare that makes you freeze when I appear? Super good looking, every hair in place. Everyone loves this gorgeous face. You can't deny my beauty shot on everything that you are not. Part man, but all model. Am I what you want? Am I who you follow? Don't try and fight it, you can't deny. This is perfection, personified. Piercing eyes and a chiseled jaw, molded by the gods without a flaw. Can you feel the presence of greatness near? This hair, this look, Prince Pretty's here. Super good looking, every hair in place. Everyone loves this gorgeous face. You can't deny my beauty shot on everything that you are not.
All right, folks, the money here. We get live to open up the action here for GWA Alpha live from Evansville, Indiana. We have Tyler Breeze, who has actually stood out on this roster so far, taking home the money's homie, Devious Douglas. He's wearing that Devious Money attire, letting the world know he's part of one of the greatest tag teams of all time. Devious Money with yours truly. Breeze trying for the early victory there, and Devious able to kick out. Devious Douglas made his official GWA debut this past Saturday on GWA Dark. He was involved in triple threat action and ended up outsmarted by the wily veteran William Regal in that match. But those triple threat matches are a little tricky, and Devious did enough in that match to impress the GWA Alpha GMs, Jerry James and Caleb Kennedy. Because Devious is getting his main roster debut here against Tyler Breeze, a guy that was involved in the Alpha Cup. He was an underdog. Nobody expected him to have a chance in hell in that competition, and he actually did way better than anyone would have expected despite not winning it. And here we are. Devious Douglas trying to make a name for himself on the GWA Alpha roster. And of course, if Devious ever needs a partner, he knows his homeboy, the Money, will tag out of the booth and tag in with Devious anytime he needs it. But Devious really getting a chance to display his talent here. Opening match, GWA Alpha, Evansville, Indiana. Big clothesline from Devious Douglas. And he could be looking for it. Going for the fallen from grace. Countered by Tyler Breeze. An incredible opening match here, folks, for GWA Alpha Live from Evansville, Indiana. A place known for wrestling, and we bring us some more here tonight on Alpha. Breeze going to the top rope. Big splash connects to perfection. 1, 2. And Devious showing that heart there that made him worthy of being the Money's tag team partner for an incredible stint. Devious setting him up, has him. Oh my, and there's Tyler Breeze fighting back. What an incredible opener here, folks. These two going back and forth. Devious able to counter Tyler Breeze's finisher there. The beauty shot. Devious has him on the ropes. Tyler Breeze able to counter. There's Devious again with that devastating clothesline. And Devious looking for the fallen from grace again. Counter by Breeze, counter by Devious, back and forth. And this match could go either way here, folks. What a way to open up the show here on Alpha. Breeze looking to finish him off. Devious in trouble, dodges, sidesteps. That beauty shot again. And finally, Devious Douglas falling from grace. 1, 2, 3. And my homeboy and former tag team partner, part of the greatest tag team of all time. We didn't break up because of beef. We broke up because there was no tag team left in the world that could hang with us. But we're both on the Alpha brand, so you never know what you're going to see in the future. The money is happy to call his homeboy's Alpha debut, picking up the victory over pretty boy Tyler Breeze. There you see it, falling from grace, and that's it. Devious Douglas is your winner. One hell of a performance in his debut. Tyler Breeze put up one hell of a fight, but it wasn't enough to stop the shift. It wasn't enough to stop the Devious dude who picks up a big win here tonight. And I'm sure he's won over this Evansville crowd. Don't go anywhere, folks. More GWA action coming up next.
All right, folks. Jerry James here with you again. I'm going to give you a quick look at match number 2 for tonight. We're going to make a visit to the women's division, as we're going to see Julia taking on the high flyer Sol Ruka. Both these ladies can bring it. Both these ladies have proven to be big stars. And both of these two ladies are integral parts of what I think may be the best women's roster we've had in this company. And I want to see what they can do one-on-one against each other, and I think it should be a hell of a match.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan.
Alright, folks, the money back here with you live on Alpha. And we got some of that hot GWA women's action up next. You got Julia, considered one of the best in the world in the Far East, coming through the Japanese circuits. And then you have Sol Ruka. She's one of them developmental talents, a surfer, an athlete. She came in and she really proved herself. I mean, if you haven't seen the Soul Snatcher, it's one of the best moves ever in professional wrestling, and I'm really hoping we see a Soul Snatcher here tonight. And that's nothing against Julia. It's just, it's a badass move, and I hope I see it. Nice back suplex there from Julia. So far backing up the reputation here against the athletic Sol Ruka. And every brand, it doesn't matter what kind of action you're looking for in GWA. If you're looking for women's action, you're going to find dope-ass women's action on Alpha. You're going to find it on Omega. You're going to find it on the farm. You're going to find it on Homegrown. You're going to find it on Smoke. And even occasionally, you're going to find it on GWA Dark. And that goes for any division that we have on these brands. Every single brand is stacked. Every single division on every single brand is stacked. And GWA Alpha for the second week in a row here is showing that. Last week we had a phenomenal women's contest between Jordan Grace and Nikita Lyons. And now here, Alpha delivering again. What a move there by Julia, showing she's willing to put it all on the line. Jumps right back up unfazed after the high risk and back on the attack. And then this week we got Julia versus Sol Ruka, another badass women's division match here on GWA Alpha. Alpha is currently in their long stretch of the year. They hosted our first pay-per-view, our first Big Four event. It wasn't their solo brand pay-per-view, but it was their first official hosting of a pay-per-view, the Big Four event. And now they're in their long stretch of the year, a 12-week build before they have another pay-per-view appearance. Because Alpha didn't capture any of the GWA Global Championships at Claim the Throne, they won't have a pay-per-view appearance until the next Big Four event, which will come the end of summertime. So around 12 weeks in game weeks, the Alpha brand has to build to that pay-per-view event and decide what they're going to have going on there. So it's a long build. It gives Jerry and Caleb plenty of time to really look at their roster and decide what they want to do, where they want to go, who deserves to be in what spots. And I can tell you, For the second week in a row, the booking here is great. It's phenomenal. I enjoyed calling last week's GWA Alpha show, especially with your boy getting a little action. And by a little, I mean a very little, because my teammates wanted to hog the spotlight and not tag your boy in. But, no biggie. All of us smoke boys, we had a little rust, but we showed we can hang with big dogs, you know. It's just going to take a couple matches for all of us to get back in the groove. Oh, and there's Julie again, looking for big time action, a fist drop. And you can tell Soul Ruka's feeling it here, Julia. Not padding those punches, not padding those strikes. She's really going after her opponent here, trying to secure a victory and make a name for herself here on this roster by Soul Ruka, showing that she's not going to go down without a fight here. You gotta like the look and build of Soul Ruka. She looks like a modern day Alundra Blaze. I mean, way back in the prehistoric ancient times of the late 1900s, as the money's children tell me, we had American gladiators, and it was a pretty cool big thing. And Soul Ruka definitely looks like she would be a contestant for the American Gladiators. Look at that athleticism, folks. You're not going to find that in many women's divisions anywhere on the planet. Soul Ruka, phenomenal. But Julia right back on the attack here. Soul trying to fight back. Julia has dominated most of this match, but Soul Ruka is fighting back here, and the fans love a little Soul Ruka. Anytime you're athletic and you can pull off death-defying, phenomenal moves in the ring, it doesn't matter if you try to be a heel or try to be a face. If you're pulling off badass moves in the ring, the fans are going to get behind you. Don't matter what your character is. And here goes Julia. Look at that power there. That New Japan style display. Goes for the cover and picks up the victory. Soul Ruka definitely put up a fight here, but Julia coming in here like any professional should, treating this match like it's a championship match, like everything's on the line, like her career is on the line. And she really took the fight to Soul Ruka. Soul Ruka come out, and she pulled out a few death-defying stunts and impressed the crowd and make them go ooh and ah. But Julia just stuck on her like stank on shit, white on rice, Chauncey on a chicken wing, however you want to say it, cooter on a meth pipe. I mean, I could go for days. The money on a stack of dollar bills that need to be counted. I mean, Julia did her thing tonight. The money was impressed. I haven't seen a lot of her career, but she showed me something tonight. I'm a Soul Ruka fan.
Drowning in debt, need cash faster than you can say forget about it. I'm Money Mike, and this is the Money's High Interest Loan Shark Loans and Cash Advances. No credit checks, no paperwork, just respect. And maybe your kneecaps. You walk in broke, you walk out with a stack. Rates higher than your cousin at a rooftop party, but hey, you get the money today.
Our next match here tonight on Alpha We saw this man pick up a surprise win over Dirty Dominic last week. Of course, I'm talking about Ricky Saints, the man that announcer Money Mike has dubbed the Pebble because of his comparisons to The Rock. We're going to see Ricky Saints in action, and he's going to be taking on everybody's favorite little white trash wildcat. He's going to be taking on Cooter. We saw Cooter in action last week and part of that 8-man tag match with the Smoke Boys against the MFTs. And Cooter and Money, they've all said they want to get back in the ring, try to knock off a little bit more of the ring rust to get back in action. So Cooter's going to take the first crack at it, as he takes on Ricky Saints.
Cooter on the front plate, mud on the chrome, that's gourmet. Beanfield buzz in my brainwave, granddad's jar in the ashtray.
Making his way to the ring from Alabama, weighing in at 121 pounds,
In the back of the truck, lip full of lightning, tongue say hush, my thoughts turn circles in a cloud of rush. Cooter, turn the dirt to a rumor. Oh damn, holla get lunar. Eyes wide, sky look bluer, bluer. Cooter, got the false in the truer. Every weed in the bitch feel newer. Brain do a burned out rumor. Yeah, banjo ring slow like a broken fan. Nose drip down my tattooed hand. See 3 moons over 1 corn stand. They all wing black like they understand. Mason jar milk with a purple swirl.
This is the revolution.
and his opponent from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 194 pounds, Ricky Saints.
Well, here we go, folks. It's bell time, and the money is just as excited to see what the fuck Cooter rules means. He literally annoyed and pestered the fuck out of Jerry James, one half of the GMs here, all day long until Jerry agreed to make this a Cooter rules match. And Cooter's like one of the 5 people on earth I consider my best friends. And even I don't know what the fuck a Cooter rules match is. Cooter against Ricky Saints. And I was told Ricky Saints wanted a match with the money here tonight. He was talking shit because I was calling him the Pebble last week. And, well, Cooter overheard that shit. He's a little protective over yours truly. Even though I can kick his little scrawny ass any day of the week, he still got my back like that. That's why I still let that little creepy motherfucker stick around. Cooter goes for the cover here. And reversal here by Saints. And Cooter kicks out. But, like I said, Coots always got my back. He heard Saints backstage talking shit. He come to tell me about it. And I wanted to go out there tonight and handle business because nobody disrespects the money. If you don't want to be called the Pebble, don't act like a midget rock. And Cooter stepped up. He said, "Now, money, let me handle it." In his little weird Cooter voice. And I thought about it. And I was like, okay, but you better not fucking lose and embarrass me. And that's when he come up with the great idea to make this a Cooter Rules match, which I started to ask what the fuck that was, but I thought better of it, and I knew it was better to just wait and see, because if he tried to explain, it would have been horrible. Is that a giant fucking lollipop? That looks like a giant fucking lollipop. A ladder bridge. And I think we're starting to see how wacky a Cooter Rules match is going to be. Face buster on the outside. And Cooter trying to whack him with that sucker, but Ricky Saints able to dodge there. And now what has Saints got planned here? He's got a bag of thumbtacks, dumping them out in the middle of the ring. And he's looking to plant Cooter right on. Oh. That's not good. Not surprising Cooter kicked out. I've seen him kick out of worse than that. Cooter's one of them guys you gotta damn near kill in the ring before he fucking finally lets you beat him. And he's got something planned here for Saints, but Saints able to dodge. And you know what? This is one of them situations where the money helps the wrestling community. Ricky Saints now with that big ass lollipop, but Cooter able to take it away and whack Saints with it instead. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. I kind of like Cooter Rules match. We can't ever put Chauncey in though, because he'll be trying to eat the lollipop instead of fighting. Oh, nice drop kick there from Saints. But, you know, when the money gets on the mic and I talk shit, it's kind of a public service, because what are you watching here? You're watching Ricky Saints try to adapt to a Cooter Rules match, who I don't even think Cooter knows what the fuck a Cooter Rules match is. And it's way better than pretending to be The Rock. We're doing a public service. Think of it like Fashion Police, but not rainbow bullshit. And every time I say it, Lollipop is in play. That shit makes me laugh. Ain't no telling what the fuck Cooter stuck under that damn ring for this one. And right now, Saints is getting aggressive. Uh-oh, this can't be good. Saints looking to break Cooter right through that damn ladder. Oh my. Part of me feels like I should get up from the commentary booth and go down there and help Cooter out, but I mean, Chauncey and Outlaws in the fucking locker room, they're not doing shit. I'm up here on the commentary booth. I'm fucking working. One of them can come help Cooter if he needs fucking help. I don't care if it was my mouth that got him into this shit. It was him trying to fight my battles for me that got him into this shit. I would have gladly come out here and embarrassed the Pebble in about 2 minutes, which is how long Cooter and the rest of the Smoke Boys let the money participate in last week's main event. Oh shit, a spear there to Cooter. He was using his Harley Quinn hammer he got from this chick he hooked up with at Comic-Con. Unfortunately, she's about as skinny as Cooter, and that thing's basically paper mache. But like I was saying, I could have banished Ricky Saints here tonight. In about the amount of time my homies let me get into the match. I ain't sour over it. I mean, everybody's trying to grab their spotlight. And they figure your boy Money is doing so much work behind the scenes and on commentary that maybe I don't have time to wrestle, or I'm gonna get fucking tired, or nobody can stand up to the GOAT's commentary. I mean, did you not hear my homeboy, the Mob Father? Last week, he did a great job covering the main event. He can fill in anytime. Cooter can fill in. Jerry even said he's down every once in a while. Maybe not a whole show, but a match here and there. Aaron has been begging Chauncey to get back in the booth for weeks. We're going to have to start a petition or something. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard, Chauncey. Just don't be a dirty pervert, and it'll be okay. Be a wrestling commentator that plugs your pine saw shit. Join Aaron at the commentary booth. Don't do anything that the owners would disapprove of, and you'll be okay. The fans are begging for you back. Come on. We want Chauncey. Hell, I don't care if it's just to call the Money's matches, which apparently is not going to be often. I'm bitching, moaning, and asking for Chauncey to help your boy get a match around here, and I missed the fucking finish, and apparently it's a good thing, because Cooter embarrassed the fucking Smoke Boys. What the fuck? The whole group lost last week. Cooter's the only one of us booked here tonight, and he comes out and loses to the motherfucking Pebble that was disrespecting the motherfucking Money and had my name in his motherfucking mouth. Jerry, I hope you're watching the show. Jerry, I hope you're listening. I want this little punk sumbitch next week. I don't care. You come up with it. You're the GM. I don't give a fuck. I want you to call them out. I want Pitt, Cooter, anybody. Just get me in the ring with this little pussy so I can show Cooter how it's done. The money's gonna take a breather. We'll be right back.
Early morning, head still pounding? Meet AA Ron's Tasty Tequila Hangover Drops, the instant fix made for the after party. Real agave, electrolytes, and a citrus kick, all in one tiny bottle. One drop on your tongue and you're back on top. Feel the fog lift, energy returns, game face on.
Match 3 tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to visit the tag team division. We're going to see the team that competed at Claim the Throne and came up just short of claiming the United States Tag Team titles. The War Raiders, Eric and Ivar, are going to be back in action, and they are going to be facing off with the team that made their debut last week and made their debut with a statement. I'm talking, of course, about Bobby Roode and the Cowboy, James Storm. I'm talking about Beer Money. They made their debut last week in an instant classic against their old rivals, the Motor City Machine Guns. And it doesn't look like they've missed a step. They are still top tier when it comes to tag team wrestling, and they're ready to step in and show it again tonight against one of the younger teams to show that the old guys still have it. This one should be a banger.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 476 pounds, Bobby Roode and James Storm, B&B.
He's from the country. He's from the city. You better step aside. You better run and hide when the dirt road and blacktop collide. Watch your money and your alcohol.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 597 pounds, Ivar and Eric, the War Raiders.
All right, folks, up next we got some great tag team action. We're going to see Beer Money, who was very impressive last week in their GWA Alpha debuts, picking up a big win over the Motor City Machine Guns. And they'll be taking on the War Raiders, a team that nearly came away with the U.S. Tag Team titles at GWA Claim the Throne. The Creed brothers got an assist from the ropes, and pretty much stole them. So, Beer Money making a name for themselves, trying to get in the hunt for those tag titles, are going to have to go through a team that still feels they are the rightful number one contenders to those belts, considering their opponents had to bend the rules to win the match. The War Raiders have been impressive since Alpha's debut, but I don't know if they faced a team quite as good as Beer Money yet. And Bobby Roode, he's quick with it, but those big Vikings are quick for their size as well. You gotta admire Roode trying to wrestle. I believe is the bald one Eric? Hell, I don't know. Big James Storm comes in and nearly clotheslines his head off, though. And these guys are pretty tough sumbitches, too. I don't know if Beer Money's ever brought any Vikings during their bar brawls, but sure, it's possible. And the War Raiders are probably about sick of damn ropes. I think he was telling the ref right there, oh, now you want to call a rope break. What was that? That Claim the Throne. Pretty even match so far. Both teams really going out of here. Both teams want a shot at the GWA US Tag Team Champions, the Creed Brothers. Some say it's too early for Beer Money to be in the title picture. I mean, they beat the Motor City Machine Guns last week. I think if they beat Eric and Ivar, what else is there to prove? I mean, they come in, they beat one of the top teams on the brand. If they come in this week and defeat the last team to challenge for the U.S. Tag Team titles, in my opinion, that would put them right up there towards the top. These brand exclusive titles are going to be oh so important for Alpha. They're doing their long build, so they have 12 shows. We've already had one. This is the second one. So 10 more after this before their next pay-per-view appearance. And that's perfectly fine. During your long build, every one of the big four brands will get one. You get to do some incredible stuff. Sometimes your short build can be just as stressful as your long one, because you got to kind of figure out what you're going to do pretty quickly. And man, a lot of double team action in this one. Great tag team wrestling here again on the Alpha brand. Alpha and Omega are really competing to try to be the tag team brands. Smoking Home Zone, our tag team divisions are stacked too. We just don't have brand tag titles. Oh. And that could be it. I don't know, James Storm may have wanted to try to put him away there. Instead, trying to get him in the corner for another double team. Misses on the super kick. Uh-oh. And Big Ivar. Snake Eye. Not gonna be James Storm lucky night at the table. Oh, running knee though by Storm. He's got the big man dazed and confused. Nice takedown followed up by the knee. And James Storm continues to look impressive for beer money for the second week in a row now. That's not where you want to be though if you're Storm. And here go the War Raiders looking for another double team here. Oh, and just feeds him right to his tag team partner there. And Storm was smart to try to roll outside of the ring. He brought it over there on his side. I don't know where the fuck Bobby Roode is though. Oh no, he's on the War Raiders side, my bad. Well, that's just what you get with Cowboy James Storm. He's one of them dudes. He walks across fire barefooted just to prove a point. That's the way the Cowboys always been. Sometimes it rubs people the wrong way, but I mean, you got it. Big move there. And folks, the action tonight has been incredible. Alpha bringing the heat every week. It's hard to compete. This is a tough, tight competition week after week between all these impressive brands trying to deliver you the best wrestling content, free wrestling content on the planet. Original, unique, different. And Storm looks impressive again. He really is working over Eric here on the outside. I probably have that shit backwards, but I told these people that dress alike and shit, they gotta like stitch their name on there somewhere until I can get used to it. Oh, and a desperation cover after a big move. What a fucking match, folks. That's tag team wrestling right there. Beer Money delivered another impressive performance and gave it their all. As you can see right there, I mean, the Cowboy James Storm especially was out there delivering peak performances here tonight. It just wasn't enough to stop Eric and Ivar. And I get it. I mean, the War Raiders feel like they have a personal beef with the Creeds, and I understand their gripe. After an impressive, hard-fought, brutal match at Claim the Throne, the Creed brothers using the ropes for leverage in a pinfall. And speaking of the Devils, there's your GWA US champs. They laid their titles down on the ground and they're daring the War Raiders. They say you want our belts. Come get them anytime you want to. Uh-oh. And I hope this second match between them is as good as the first.
More tread, more miles, guaranteed tougher than the best tires on the road.
Our next match, folks, this one should be a fight. We're going to see the Bulgarian brute, Rusev. Haven't seen a whole lot of him yet in action, but you know he brings the fight, and he's physical every time he's in the ring. He's going to be taking on Chad Gable, who of course we saw come up short at Claim the Throne in that triple threat for the television title. Well, Chad returned to action last week and didn't miss a beat as he picked up a surprise win via countout over Ilya Dragunov. Chad has told us he wants to continue climbing his way back to the top, and a match against Rusev, it's going to be physical. There's going to be some good hard-hitting action, and that is definitely a way to make your way back to the top of the rankings. Either one of those guys is definitely going to move up a spot after this one.
It's scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing American-made from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 202 pounds, Chad Gable. And his opponent from Bulgaria, weighing in at 304 pounds, Rusev.
All right, here we go. It's going to be Chad Gable taking on Rusev. We just saw Rusev involved in impressive triple threat action on GWA Dark just the day before yesterday, and here he is competing again. Chad Gable had a short match last week, outsmarted Ilya Dragunov for a quick count-out victory. And these two are moving up the ranks. Possibly looking for a future spot, maybe in the television championship picture. Either way, this should be a good one. The Bulgarian brute, Rusev. You heard the fans chant Rusev Day at the beginning of the match. And Chad Gable showing he'll do anything to get a win. Tried to pick up one the same way the Creed brothers picked up their win at Claim the Throne. You got to be careful doing that, because when you win matches that way, you tend to have people that don't drop shit and keep coming for you like the War Raiders. I don't know if I'd want Rusev coming after me. A Rusev with no Lana is dangerous. A Rusev with Lana was a simp. Simple as that. All the whole romance and shit. Especially the Bobby Lashley story, that really just killed any momentum Rusev had back in the day. Then he went to AEW, and everyone acted like he was going to be treated like gold there as Miro. And hell, he only had a few matches. I mean, they were good matches, but damn. And Gable starting to get the advantage. That Joker's scrappy, man. Technical ability, doesn't mind getting dirty, puts his body on the line with high risk. There you saw that diving headbutt. But it's going to take a lot to keep Rusev down. Rusev is a big, tough sumbitch from Bulgaria. But Gable was trying to get him with that ankle lock. I guess even Bulgarians' ankles are strong. Oh, and now Rusev looking to steal one here. Goes for the cover on the roll-up and a near fall. And gut-wrench power bomb from Rusev. Great action here tonight on Alpha. The Evansville crowd has really gotten a treat here tonight. Episode 5 officially for the Alpha brand. And what a great match we got going on right here, folks. Oh, and a big kick by Rusev. And what the hell? Ilya Dragunov. He doesn't look happy. Is he here for Rusev? No. He's here for the man that embarrassed him last week. And Dragunov has been embarrassed week after week, and I guess he's sick of it. The referee waving for the bell. This match is officially over. And now what the hell? Dragunov back in the ring. Rusev.
Money Mike here, and I got something smooth, bold, and straight out the tropics. This right here is for the Money's Cubano Chronic. Look at that jar, sunshine and glass, baby. Full body flower with that island character. If you're more of a quick hit type, we got these sleek little pre-rolls ready to light the vibe. You don't gotta fly to Havana to feel it.
Our co-main event tonight, folks. We're gonna see a good old Texas-sized showdown as the Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin, takes on JBL. Two icons, two of the all-time greats, two proud sons of Texas. And they're going to throw down in what should be an old school, hard-hitting battle. That's one I'm just going to sit back and enjoy. That's going to be fun either way it goes.
The following is a no-holds-barred match. Making his way to the ring from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
All right, folks, the Money Here live, and I'm ready for this one. Two tough Texans, JBL and Stone Cold Steve Austin, going at it here in a no-holds-barred match. This ain't going to be a wrestling match. It's going to be a fight, folks. A good old-fashioned Texas slug 'em. Nice clothesline by Stone Cold Steve Austin. JBL has the size advantage. And don't let the whole arrogant rich guy thing fool you. I mean, JBL used to be in the APF. Big, tough Texan, bar fighter, likes to drink. If he didn't get rich because of his wife, him and Stone Cold might even be drinking buddies. Oh, what a boot there from Bradshaw. And I told you, it didn't take long for this one to go to the outside. Rough, tough Texas fight right here. Evansville, Indiana getting a taste of Texas in this one. And JBL going after that kendo stick, but Stone Cold cuts him off and just banging JBL's head right off the mat, stomping a mud hole. And Stone Cold showing off some quickness and agility here. Snake eyes by the rattlesnake. Uh-oh. You don't see this much from Austin going to the top rope. Going for the axe handle, gets caught in a backbreaker by JBL. Showing off that size and power there. Catching Austin midair and then a big Texas size 16 boot to the side of Austin's head. You can't ever count the rattlesnake out in a fight. It's only a matter of time. He only needs a couple of seconds to hit you with a stunner. That's usually all she wrote. JBL able to kick out there. Smart guy goes to the outside. Looking to bring more hardware in the match. Going for a ball bat. Austin fighting a weapon away. Huge scoop slam there from Stone Cold. Goes for the cover and a 1 count. And again, those lethal boots of the rattlesnake. And JBL needs to think about bringing weapons into this match because Stone Cold will damn sure find a way to use them. Big running bulldog from Steve Austin. And I said, Steve, you know, how come you never come out here and use like a case of beer as a weapon or a 6-pack or hell, even just smacking somebody in the forehead with a can? He said, you know, he thought about it, but ever since that time that he gave Mr. McMahon and the corporation a beer bath, he's had nightmares and trouble sleeping at night just thinking about all the beer he could have drunk that he wasted spraying on a piece of shit. That's his words, not mine. And so he said he tries not to abuse the alcohol anymore and waste it on idiots. He is telling JBL how he feels, but JBL, dangerous as hell in that ring. Former world champion, but so is Austin. And what I tell you here, folks, I said we were going to get a brawl, and that's what this has been. I don't know who the hell is riding their motorcycle up and down the hallway behind my smoke box, but they're about to piss the money off. I know it's not Cooter, unless he's somehow fucking stole a catalytic converter and turned his fucking Cooter scooter into a super Cooter scooter. But last I checked, that thing didn't have a motor on it. Oh, and Stone Cold with the Luthez press and punches goes for the cover. 1, 2, and Bradshaw able to get the shoulder up. This match will continue. It's been a mean, tough one. But that's gonna be a Stone Cold Stunner. Stone Cold Stunner. Stone Cold Stunner. And how the holy hell did JBL kick out of that? And now back and forth. And you don't want to try to stand and go toe-to-toe with JBL. That's exactly what Bradshaw wants here. And the only problem with wanting stuff is sometimes you get what you want. You see the bruises already all over the back of JBL, where he's just been brutalized with that kendo stick and baseball bat. Awful welts. And it's kind of his own damn fault. He's the one that brought him into the ring. Stone Cold, Stone Cold, Stone Cold, another stunner. And that's gotta be it. The Texas Rattlesnake has done it. By God, Austin's done it. Alright, that's enough of acting like that Oklahoma idiot. But Stone Cold did get it done here. And you know, that's one of them classic old school violent brawls that really gets the IWC and middle-aged, older, classic old school wrestling fans talking right there. I mean, some people like flips and kicks, and other people just like two big tough sumbitches scrapping it out. I happen to like a little bit of both. And that's why you get it all right here in the GWA. Alpha definitely putting on a show tonight. That was another banger added to the list. And up next, don't go anywhere, we have main event action. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, defending his newly won GWA Television Championship. Coming up next in the main event, congratulations to the Rattlesnake. I'll tell you what, it'd be awesome to see Austin get in the spotlight and make his way to GWA Omega. No handouts. Don't go anywhere, folks. Main event coming to you shortly. The money will be back for bell time.
Feel that pressure boiling behind the wheel? Slam the mic! At BMT's CB Shop, we don't whisper, we roar! We give your road rage a radio station. Our rigs run hot and our radios run hotter. Crystal clear, loud enough to rattle your mirrors. Blow off steam on channel 19 and still sound like a pro. Mics, mounts, meters, everything you need to...
And in our main event tonight, folks, we're going old school. The GWA Television Championship is on the line as the champion, the American Dream, baby, Dusty Rhodes, if you will defend his newly won title against an old, long-time nemesis from the Double Cross Ranch, the man that claims Dusty Rhodes sucks eggs, the hardcore icon. Terry Funk will be in the building tonight, folks. Like I said, we're going old school. Dusty versus Funk for the television title in the main event. You definitely don't want to miss these two going at it. It's going to feel like the 80s all over again in the best way. So make sure you tune in and make sure you follow all the GWA Alpha action, and we'll see you after the show.
The following contest is a no-holds-barred match and is for the Global Wrestling Alliance Television Championship.
He's just a common man, working hard for the man. Hey, he's American dream. Hey, he's American dream. If you're black or white, redneck, funky, that's alright. Blue-eyed with a lot of soul, common man has got his goal. Hey, he's American dream. Hey, he's American dream.
All right, folks, the money back here. We get live. It's main event time here on GWA Alpha and the GWA television title. And there you see your challenger, straight out of Funk U, Terry Funk, and there's the champion, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Wrestling Alliance Television Champion.
Dusty won that title last week
Dusty
in a move that had the IWC clowning the Junkyard Dog a little bit, because the Junkyard Dog wanted to be a fighting champion. He wanted a prestigious ring. He wanted to fight big names. So he challenged Dusty Rhodes to a match and put his title on the line. Nobody made him do that. And it appeared the Junkyard Dog bit off a little more than he can chew, because Dusty beat him, and we have a new champ here tonight. Coming into this week. And the television title, one of the prides of the GWA Alpha roster. You're almost guaranteed booked every Alpha if you hold this belt. So I see the appeal. The money just likes bigger, shinier things. That doesn't mean I wouldn't compete for this title. It's just, man, a title you gotta defend every week. That shit will get frustrating. Now, a lot of people are probably wondering why the Junkyard Dog didn't get a rematch against Dusty here tonight. And well, our titles do have rematch clauses in here, but you actually have to earn your rematch clause. I'd like to say at least 5 successful championship defenses earns you a rematch clause. Anything else is just like your championship reign was over in the blink of an eye. Is it even worthy of a rematch clause? Oh, big stiff right hand. And Terry Funk will knock someone on their ass. He's a brawler. Mean, tough old some bitch. Tough as they come. And Dusty Rhodes, no stranger to Terry Funk. Unlike Junkyard Dog, though, Dusty didn't ask for this match. He did accept it, and he did agree. But Terry Funk asked for this match. And Dusty knew the second he won that belt, Funk was going to come knocking sooner or later. Nice counter there by Dusty Rhodes. Dusty looking in pretty good shape here. Looks like he might have been hitting the gym a little more this week. Working on that championship body. He was able to get the belt to snap all the way, and I don't think he could do that last week, so that's pretty cool. Somebody introduced Dusty to Ozempic or the Jelly Roll diet. Some say it's the same thing. Oh, big move there from Terry Funk. Funk is always one that's been willing to put his body on the line to win a match. And Dusty Rhodes, you really can't say less about him. I mean, blue collar, hard working, American dream. Another beautiful counter by Dusty Rhodes, whose star has been rising here on GWA Alpha lately. And the Dream has him up. Big sit-out powerbomb by Dusty there. Dusty now overpowering him. A slap right to the face. Shows you there's no love lost when one of the nicest guys in the world hates you enough to smack you across your face. Funk now rolls him over, goes for the cover, and a kick out by Dusty. I think the GWA Alpha fans here in attendance, you can see we have a packed house, are all excited and pulling for Dusty Rhodes. And now Funk's smacking himself. Again though, I can see Funk's logic there. Maybe Dusty smacked the sense out of him, and he had to smack the sense back into himself. Money understands dollars and cents. It's like two of my areas of expertise. Oh, I thought we were going to see a figure four there, but instead, the old Achilles lock, I believe that's what it was. One of them old 70s, 80s moves right there. Spinning toe hold, maybe. The Money knows it's one of his signature moves. And Dusty dishing out the atomic drop. Another counter there from Funk. But you got to give the Money a little grace here. I went to interview Funk earlier today, and all those damn ranches in Texas fucking look the same. And I got there, knocked on the door, guy answered the door, said, "What's up, Money?" And I said, "What's up, Funk?" And he kind of smelled his armpits and said, "Okay," and asked me if I wanted to smoke. Took me 45 minutes to realize I was interviewing Willie Nelson. Still ain't fucking come down from there. And the American Dream trying to create a nightmare for Terry Funk here. Bionic elbow, middle rope, that's got to be it. Dusty put a little extra oomph on that, and somehow Funk kicked out. Uh-oh, Dusty didn't like that, trying to get that steel chair. Funk now finish it. Oh, right on the chair. DDT. And Funk man just missed his opportunity to steal the win there. Alright, he smartened up. Instead of playing around outside, he tried to come back in and go on the attack. Dusty, not a small man, even with the new Ozempic diet. Funk's gonna expend a lot of energy. He keeps trying to drag Dusty around while he's unconscious. In the ring, out the ring. In the ring, out the ring. Oh! Terry Funk with his own version of the stunner. You know how them Texas folk are. What a big elbow drop from Dusty. All that weight crashing down. And as tough as Funk is, he couldn't kick out from that. Dusty retains the television championship here tonight in the main event. It's been a great show. I've enjoyed myself. Alpha always kicks off the week with a bang, and this week has been no different. The money. A busy man lately. Soon as I get done here, I think I actually got to go to Texas for Omega tomorrow. I'll check my schedule. I missed my private jet. Big win there. Congratulations to Dusty Rhodes. Oh, and what the fuck is this? Drew McIntyre coming out of the crowd and a Claymore kick to the television champion, Dusty Rhodes. Dusty gets back to his feet, dazed and confused, and Drew plants him with another Claymore. Oh, it makes you feel special, doesn't it? You attacked a fucking old man that just finished wrestling a fucking match from behind. Now we're gonna add insult to injury with the steel chair. Looks like backup has arrived in the form of Dusty's son, Cody, and him and Drew no strangers. Cody making the save for now. But what the hell provoked this? That's all for the money. See y'all tomorrow.
Man, that was a hot GWA Alpha. Don't Drew know you don't mess with a man's pappy? See y'all tomorrow
For Omega in the Global Wrestling Alliance. You know it's gonna be amazing. Dig it!
Time to step out of the fray. Thought you'd stay in your picture, old man. Not tonight. Ha! I'll be taking this. Hey, my lid fits me better anyway.